In life, we all face all kinds of challenges in our relationship, such as financial insecurity, infidelity, rejection, mental, physical, and emotional abuses, negligence, and this list is inexhaustible. I am Princess Pat Akpabio, and this is Changing Minds, Changing Attitudes. Minds Changing Attitude, we will be discussing real life issues and sharing experiences of real people, and after that we will share our views with you. Now, for decades and years, long ending, infidelity has been something that has been synonymous to men. But today the topic is, do women cheat? And if they do cheat, why do women cheat? In the African context, it seems like it is a taboo. Men don't seem to acknowledge, believe it, or maybe they do when they're just in denial that there is a possibility that a woman that is in a monogamous relationship will cheat, has cheated, and some point in the relationship has been involved in infidelity. And when this woman is caught in the act of cheating, it becomes a problem because she's stigmatized in the society, the church, family, friends, and the list goes on about why should she cheat. And so today on Changing Minds, Changing Attitude, I am delighted to have one of the finest young, enterprising young women, and she is the founder of the Orange Boot Camp. And she is a radio TV host. She is a social media influencer. She's an actor in the industry. Let's make welcome Miss Enyebet Francis. Changing Minds, Changing Attitude.
Thank you so much for having me. Already I'm feeling excited and I know this is going to be fun all the way.
Now, Enyebet, what do you think? Do you think that women cheat?
Women cheating? Oops. Already this is a very topical issue, okay. And I think I should start with the definition of cheating.
Okay.
Now, what is cheating? Cheating is that act of being unfaithful,
okay,
to a cause,
okay,
to a person, to an affair.
Okay.
And now that is you trying to outsmart some person.
Okay.
Who is a woman?
Okay.
A woman is a human being, a being that has needs, mm-hmm, emotional needs, mm-hmm, financial needs, mm-hmm, and these needs have to be met.
Okay.
So when she's not getting all this, why can't she cheat?
Okay.
Why can't she cheat? So
okay,
definitely women do cheat.
Women do cheat.
Women do cheat. It is something we have to accept.
Okay.
Because it is happening, women do cheat.
All right. So this is like, it's a definite answer that women
the only thing
do
is
cheat.
Women are very good at cheating.
Really?
When they want to do it, you might never leave clues.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. All right. So now let me ask you this. Now, when women do cheat in the society and in a monogamous relationship, how do you think the man should react to that? Now, taking into consideration that when a man is caught cheating, he begs, he pleads, and buys gifts. And of course, society comes in and says, oh, after all, it's a man's world. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she should forgive. And usually, of course, more than likely, women always forgive men for cheating. So how do you think a man should react to cheating?
Firstly, who is the man? How does the man feel about the woman cheating?
Mm.
If the man is actually in love with the woman, trust me, he will be jealous. He will be envious. He will be crazy. He will be so upset.
Okay.
And that is good because it makes us show you how we feel when you do the same thing. Yes, so the man will be upset. But the truth is, you should find out why she's doing what she's doing before you jump into any kind of conclusion. You just have to find out, okay, why would she do this?
Okay.
What didn't I do right? Because that's what we do.
Okay.
When a man cheats on a woman, they tell you, are you sure you've not added weight?
So basically, it's a woman taking blame now because the man cheated.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the man should try and take blames to when the woman cheats to find out why she's cheating.
Okay, because that was going to be my next question. Should men actually be also held responsible should a woman be caught cheating?
95%.
of the time.
Yes, of the time.
They should also be
held responsible
for cheating.
Yes, because if you understand who a woman is, a woman is someone that holds her dignity, doesn't really want to be in the news for the negative, because she knows that the society she's from will frown at anything like that. So a woman is not someone like, oh, it's a woman's role, let's do it, let's go there. So when a woman cheats, that means something is wrong. Something is actually wrong in the relationship that needs to be corrected. Exactly.
Do you think that men, now when we're talking about this infidelity, do you think that men are receptive of the reason why women cheat?
You know they will not. They will not. You have to force them into doing it. Sometimes they do, but they just live in denial.
Of why?
Of why they do know that, okay, this could have been my fault. But of course, blame it on her.
Of course, for why she did it. All right, now let me ask you this. Is there any justifiable reason why a woman in a committed, loving relationship, in quote, would cheat?
Okay, should I answer with a question? Is there any justifiable reason why a man should cheat on a woman?
I wouldn't know. You tell me.
Okay, fine. If I am married to a man who is starving me of emotional affection, and I need to, like, it's a basic need. Okay. Because the society we live in is already a stressor. Okay. You go to work, you have a nagging boss. The woman in the market is telling you you can't afford my list, why you even come to my shop? And then the only place you look forward to is your marriage, is a relationship for solace. And then you're back at home and you're not getting that. Okay. It's like you being hungry for food. If you don't eat, you will still be hungry. Okay. So you have to find a way to eat. Okay. So when a man is not available, he's not available, he's not there for the woman, these needs have to be met. Okay. So she has to find it somewhere else. Yes, she has to.
You keep saying she has to find it somewhere else. So now, with that being said, what would you say is one reason that you would think of out of this world that would make a woman cheat?
Women cheat for different reasons. Okay. Some cheat because it's adventurous for them. Oh, they love adventure. Let me just see if my husband is smart enough to know I'm cheating. Cheating, okay. That's one reason for why a woman cheats. Okay. The second reason is for the young girls who are not married. Okay. They're like, what is the point of being faithful to a man who doesn't even believe that you're faithful to him? Who thinks that the moment you step out of his house, you're answering a phone call to go somewhere else. So let me just cheat and know that when the bashing comes, I know that I'm guilty of it. That is another reason. But it's funny, but it's true. Okay. It's true. And then another reason is when you are with the wrong people, your friends will like, I mean, who does this? Everybody's doing it. Why are you faithful? Why do you get? So it's revolutionary. Yeah. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Girl power kind of thing.
That's another reason. And then the other one, which I'm really, really, really concerned about, is the fact that you have a man who is not satisfying you. Okay. And then he feels like, you were too demanding. My mother didn't used to ask me to climb the ceiling. You want me to be on the rooftop. You want me to do it in the kitchen or the bathtub. This is not me. So she can't really express herself. Okay, baby, this is how I want it. Okay. So she's like, okay, I don't want to be seen like the whore. Let me just do it his way and find the other. Because people have different levels of libido. We don't blame them for it. It's just who they are. So, but this type of thing. And secondly, when you're married to the wrong person.
So wrong marriage also could lead to infidelity.
Yes. You just marry him because your parents love this one. Oh, he could afford my bride price. And then the sex is like 1, 2, go. 1, 2, 3. You're counting the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh,
my God. Jesus. I never you are so silly. But let's take a break. We'll be right back after this short break. Now, welcome back, and we've been talking to Miss Enyebe Francis, a filmmaker, an actor, and a TV personality here in the studio. And we are talking, do women cheat? And if they do cheat, why do they cheat? Now, back to you, Miss Francis. I just had to go on break for that one. So, we're counting the ceiling, 1, 2, 3, like, okay, so are you done? Next, move to the next thing. Are you serious?
Yes, because that's how some marriages are. Women get drunk before they have sex with their husbands. Yes, because they know that, okay, this is my role as a wife. It's not because I'm doing it because I love it, but mommy said give it to him when he wants it, even if it's not interesting. So when you have a husband who believes that a woman's body is like a computer, one click, open, and we're done.
Everything is on. So there is no care,
There's no care,
love,
there's no love.
affection.
You're actually having sex, but you're
just
being
there.
starved emotional, you're being starved romantically. So women like that will cheat.
Okay. Now let me ask you this question now. You know that we also have the other part of this ratio where a man is loving, he's kind, he's sweet, he's there, he's willing to lend the ropes, especially with women with high libido. I just go through the whole works with them. They walk out, they eat right, and they're actually providers. And you still have women and young girls who cheat on this kind of men. What do you think is the reason why they would do that?
They married the wrong man.
Okay, so what if they're not married?
If they're not married, okay, there's something called nymphomaniacs.
Okay.
It's an English word, so
Okay.
that means that people like that who cannot be satisfied by one man.
Okay.
So it's just their nature to keep sampling.
So that means that there is greed involved in this.
There's greed. There's a greed aspect of it.
They're not
And as I
contented?
exactly. And they're just crazy. Okay, it's a game.
Okay.
To some people, relationship is just a game. Let me see how smart I can be. We have that.
Kind of people.
Exactly, they are there.
All right. So do you think that a woman who is cheating would ever find some kind of contentment, some kind of happiness while she's cheating?
Short-lived.
Why do you say that?
Because there's something about a woman.
Okay.
A woman is very sensitive.
Okay.
So at a point in her life, she will realize that this is not what I should be doing. So she might just be doing it. Maybe she was doing it just to get at the husband or the boyfriend or for whatever reason. But after a while, there's something about a woman that brings her back on track. And she's like, that feeling of guilt will come in.
Okay.
And such women usually end up being depressed. They can't really tell people what is wrong with them. But they have come to that point of a turning point in their life where they realize that I shouldn't be this. I am more than this. I wasn't meant for this.
Okay. All right. Now, when it has to do with society, society plays a very vital point and vital roles in our lives because we allow them to do that. And one thing I strongly believe that we should realize is that society was there before we came to earth, and they will be there even after we're long gone. And of course, now, what do you think that society is doing differently in terms of how they react to when a woman cheats versus when a man cheats? Because you notice in the African culture, a man is being clapped for accolades and feathers on his shoulders, that he can lay so many women. What do you think society could do that would be different to actually help salvage these relationships?
There are so many issues the society should try to address.
Okay.
Number one is we should try to soft pedal on this issue of a man is superior to a woman.
Okay.
That alone drives women into cheating. So we should try to soft pedal on that message. It's not helping. It has not helped. And now if you notice, we have more women cheating now in our days than it was before.
Okay.
So the society should help with that message. And then they should also try to make men feel responsible for their women cheating on them.
Okay.
It's not like say, oh, how could you do that? You should have endured. It doesn't work.
Okay. You should have prayed about it.
You should have prayed the war room thing. It doesn't work anymore.
Okay.
So it's high time society started talking to the men.
Men about it.
Yes, they should try talking to the men about how to keep relationships and how to make this thing work. Allow your woman to be free with you. Before we had the riot that led to right to vote, right to be voted for, women were just glorified
housewives.
No,
glorified maids. Okay.
They were just glorified maids.
Okay.
So we're already raised to be like, yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Mm.
And somehow that attitude was brought into marriage.
Okay.
So even when they're unhappy about it, they're like, okay, it's fine. The society says it's fine.
It's okay, so
it's okay. But deep within them, it's not fine.
It's not fine.
So it is high time the society start addressing this issue because they're very sensitive.
Okay. Now let's go down to the church part because of course, this is African culture and we are very religious here in African culture. Now, how would you say the church has also contributed negatively or positively to when a woman cheats? And what would you say the church could do differently? Because I have seen situations where church comes in and they tell you to pray, and it's like everything is pray. And of course, I know that prayers move mountains and prayers can solve a lot of problems. But what do you think the church could do differently?
You know, God is God is awesome. He's what's the word? He's very knowledgeable.
Yes.
And for God to have made human being think of something like counseling. Counseling, not spiritual counseling, but life counseling. That is an aspect the church is yet to explore in addressing marriage issues. We just keep saying pray. There are things you have to take out, like advise them, preach, pray for them, and then you now refer them to counselors in that field.
Wow.
Because there are counselors who will tell couples, I know your problem. Can you guys try using this?
So there's really no manual.
Exactly. So that's one. Churches try and allow trained people on particular aspects of life to handle some issues.
Okay.
And then I know there was a time that a woman was caught in adultery and we did not see the man. We only heard that this woman was caught.
That's right.
They came to stone her. They always make reference to that.
Got you.
That Solomon had wives and concubines. We are not living in Solomon's time.
That's right. And then we've been talking to Miss Enebe Francis on do women cheat? And if they do cheat, why? And she has actually given us her views on this particular topic. Now, Enebe, before we go off air, what will be your closing thoughts on this?
My closing thoughts on this would be, don't get into a relationship with someone you don't love. Don't marry for the wrong reasons. And always try to talk to your partner to see how you can resolve issues without you having to look elsewhere. And when it's not working, when you keep trying, it's not working, instead of you to go cheat to get some satisfaction, please walk the right way.
Take a bow. Be honorable about it.
Exactly.
Enebe, thank you again for coming to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. I am so grateful to have you. Now, after all is said and done, you owe yourself a right to happiness. It's a choice to cheat. It's a choice not to cheat. Whichever one you decide, remember that you don't owe anybody an explanation about how you live your life here on earth except Jesus Christ. Now, until I come again your way, be in this world to change minds and change attitudes. I remain your hostess, Princess Pat Akpabio. See you again on the next episode of Changing Minds, Changing Attitude.